Hay un código claro para el éxito. Durante el año, tendremos 1 millón de clientes. En 25 años, esa cifra crecerá a 100 millones. ¿Cómo? 25 clientes por socio. Hemos trabajado en el vehículo que nos trajo aquí durante 20 años. Con el poder de la salud preventiva y la nutrición personalizada. Nuestra visión está en el centro de todo. Inspira cambios en la vida. Nuestra visión nos mueve y nuestra misión nos alimenta cada día. Promovemos salud y riqueza para nuestros clientes y sus seres queridos. Desde el año 2005 hemos cuestionado el statu quo. Venimos a transformar la industria de la venta directa, convencidos de que el crecimiento personal y el empresarial son complementarios. Tu actitud es clave. Es tu hambre y acción lo que nos lleva a lo más alto. Todo se basa en el progreso y la fuerza colectiva. El éxito se logra al trabajar juntos, porque en realidad, el gran negocio es la unión de pequeños negocios. Al unir nuestras fuerzas, el impacto crece exponencialmente. ¿Estás listo para dejar tu huella? Este es tu momento. Este es el código que nos junta para triunfar.
Buenas noches a todos y bienvenidos a esta formación de esta noche. Good night everybody, bonsoir tout le monde. Vamos a tener hoy la traducción en inglés, de inglés a español y de francés o de inglés a francés. On va voir la traduction directement de français ou d'anglais en français et d'espagnol à l'anglais. D'accord? Alors merci beaucoup. Gracias a todos. Tenemos aquí al señor Arnapolitano que hoy nos va a hablar de estrategias espectaculares para este próximo año. Así que ni un minuto más, os vamos a dejar exactamente con la persona que estamos todos esperando esta noche, que es el señor Arnapolitano. Bienvenido, Artie. Welcome, Artie. And I'll let you speak. Thank you.
First of all, happy holidays to all my friends in Spain and France and around the world. I'm very excited to have this year-end call with all of you. I want to thank Mariano for providing translation, my beautiful voice in Spanish. Thank you, Mariano. Gracias. Okay, I want to also thank Jean-Michel, who is trying to translate me simultaneous. Good luck, Jean-Michel. Well, first of all, Miriam, 2 years ago, I came home for Christmas with Stacy. We were living right there on our Malaga apartment, and we miss Malaga. We were living in Spain. We came home 2 years ago, and we learned the company we were with for me 25 years was no longer going to operate in the international markets. Now, that was a difficult period, but it became the greatest gift in my life. Personally, I've had some health challenges in the past years. So focusing on being healthy and being part of a company that was focused in preventive health, a company that creates products unlike other companies' products, being with a group of people like all of you, which allow me to stay accountable to making good choices about my health, that is honestly, for me, a gift from God. I needed this in my life. I also realized with a new opportunity comes new hope, new dreams. new possibility, and new energy. We started this not knowing exactly what we were doing or how to do it well, and we've gotten better and better and better. We've created some of the most incredible tools to support our business. I hired a professional media director to help me film and create videos, and we've translated many of these into your languages with AI. We've celebrated a lot of victories, but we've also shared many frustrations that are part of the journey in anything that's worthwhile. You never climb the mountain straight up the mountain. You go like this up the mountain, side to side to side. You have to navigate a lot of things to reach the top of the mountain. Some of the things we navigate are external. People don't believe in what we're doing. People don't believe in network marketing. People that need to change don't want to change. Sometimes we don't get support even from the people closest to us. Sometimes we can't do anything about those external circumstances. But a lot of the challenges are within our mind. And those we can do something about. You need to understand this opportunity so that you can believe in this opportunity in your mind, yes, but also in your heart. You need to believe in your possibility and how your life can be different. You have to visualize what that life will look like. You have to create a plan on how to get to where you want to go. And you got to find your people. Your people are here today. Your people are part of this organization. When you have a bad day, they're going to put their hand out and pull you up. When someone has a bad day and you're strong, you put your hand out and you pull them up. I am so grateful to all of you for the friendships I've made with many of you for many, many years. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to have new friendships and to help share vision, give you ideas, and hopefully can share with you some of my knowledge and my belief that you can succeed with this business. You can improve your health. You can improve the health of the people around you, and you'll be rewarded with a very healthy lifestyle. But the choices you make are yours and yours alone. I am not your boss. Miriam and Bosch are not your boss. You are no one else's boss. We are partners. People should have to deserve to be with you. What I mean by that is people that join us, they need to show desire. Desire that they want to change, that they want something better, different, that they're coachable, that they want to also win by helping others to win. That is the secret of our industry and of life. Help others to help yourself. People helping people is the motto of the United Networks International family of organizations. We're an independent organization within Zinzino of a lot of organizations like Miriam's team and other teams that are on this call. But united, we build a bond of trust. And with the experience that we collectively bring, we can provide an umbrella of protection from the bad weather. We can provide knowledge and experience that can help make your journey faster, easier, and more fun. I've prepared some slides for everyone today. And before I start, I just want to say I had 2 big promotions in November. The most important one was the promotion to grandfather. My daughter, Ashlyn, had a baby girl, and it was an incredible experience. I see Sumaya there with her granddaughter, I think, or grandson, and that was a wonderful experience. Now, I know Miriam shares this with me as well because she's a grandparent, and that's just a wonderful feeling. The second big promotion I earned was when Stacy and I were promoted to president in Zinzino. We did not do this alone. This is not our promotion. This is our organization's promotion. Every new partner, every customer, every bronze, every gold, platinum, all the way up, you played a part in the promotion of the first president of our team in the last 1.5 to 2 years. We are going to promote many presidents. The future of Zinzino is undeniable. This is a company built to last. You will understand that when I make this presentation. We promoted people in 22 different countries to titles that were the highest title they ever reached in 2025. I'm most proud of all of you that helped push Miriam and Bosch to Black Crown, and now they are members of the Zinzino Leadership Council, which they deserve. And I'm so proud of them, but I'm proud of all of you because they did not do it alone. See, every promotion triggers another promotion. That's why we always focus on helping new people. And each month, we want to elevate that person to the highest rank possible. If we help people to be successful, then you can become successful. That is the beauty of what we do. You need to really value Zinzino and network marketing as a profession. You need to be strong in your belief in what we're doing. And there's a good reason why. Most people do not understand this profession. They do not understand network distribution. It's a big business. Over $170 billion are generated through network marketing every year. I would call that a big business. Let's compare this to traditional business. And I want you to understand that everything is changing. Everything always changes. You could be a victim of change, or you can understand change, and you can take advantage of the opportunities because of change. People need to take control of their health. Your doctor does not take care of your health. That's like saying your auto mechanic takes care of your car. No, you take care of your car. The auto mechanic fixes the car if it's broken, if he can. You take care of your health, not your doctor. Zinzino wants to help you take care of your health. Now let's talk about business. I'm going to share some slides. Jean-Michel, I have these translated into Spanish, so excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, but hopefully you understand some Spanish. I want to talk about the economy for a minute. I did a speech for the US yesterday, and a lot of what I'm going to say is the same everywhere in the world. There's economic realities. In America, education is becoming very expensive. Artificial intelligence is changing how people are going to be working in the future. Healthcare is in the news in America because it's very expensive. We do not have social health care, but you also have expensive health care. It doesn't get cheaper. And when health care becomes more expensive, they raise your taxes. There is a hidden health crisis, starting with the epidemic of the deficiency of omega-3 in the blood supply of human beings. We all know this. You're part of Zinzino. You know the information. The cost of buying a house has never been higher in the United States or anywhere in the world. Young people are struggling to save enough money to buy a home. Many people will never buy a home because they never can afford it. They'll be paying rent forever. I believe it's a dream of everyone to own their own home. We provide unusual possibilities with Zinzino. Let's look at the data. I translated this to Spanish, but it was in the Boston newspaper on December 26th, just 2 days ago. They talked about the job market forecast for 2026 and how difficult it's going to be. I'm going to read some of these. I know it's in Spanish. I'll read it in English, Jean-Michel. I'm not going to have a slide in French for you. The unemployment rate is set to remain high despite strong economic growth. That unusual combination is owed to a growing role of investments in artificial intelligence, which is powering the expansion, but it's not increasing the jobs. People with a 4-year college degree were hit especially hard. Stacy and I have a son that's about to get a college degree. I'm worried for him and how he's going to go to work in a normal environment. Reflecting on companies' choices to stop hiring especially the white collar occupations, the professional jobs. Young college graduates have seen their historical advantage finding a job is disappearing. There was a poll in October that showed 55% of employed Americans were concerned about losing their jobs, and nearly half said it would take at least 4 months to find a new job of a similar quality. I know this sounds negative, and it's dark. This is a wake-up call. It's just reality. It gives you the opportunity to think and to understand why network marketing is not just for people my age, a grandfather. It's for everyone, especially young people. We need to expand our thinking to introduce nCino to people of all ages. One of my goals in 2026 is to create our team and create a younger average age in our group. Now, certainly when you're my age, health concerns are growing. You can't avoid that. It's biology. But when you look at what network marketing offers, is hope for a business income that's residual based and can sustain in changing market conditions. Now, I work closely with Bosch and Miriam and Alex and Borka when there was difficulties in the economy many years ago. We were in Spain. Jobs were scarce. We grew like this. The whole industry exploded. In a down economy, people come looking for opportunity. And I know the network marketing industry is going to have more people joining as a whole over the next few years than at any other time in the history of network marketing. The facts are the facts. The CEO of a company called Shopify, he said, before requesting a new hire, teams must demonstrate they can't get what they want done by using AI. The Amazon CEO said, artificial intelligence is likely to reduce the company's workforce over the next few years as we get efficiency gains from using artificial intelligence extensively across the company. And they've laid off thousands and thousands of people this year already. How about buying a home? Now, these are some US statistics, but I spoke with Miriam about this morning, and they're very similar. And since 2014, the cost of buying a home has gone up 70%. In 2014, a median-sized home in America, a starter home, was about $175,000 US dollars. In 2023, that's over $300,000. The dream of home ownership is shrinking. Here's some statistics. The average first-time home buyer in America, when I graduated college, I had 2 years of college. I never graduated, but my 2 years, 1981, the average age for someone to buy their first home was 29 years old. In 2024, it was 38 years old. This year, it's up to 40 years old. They're talking in the US news about a 50-year mortgage, meaning you'll never really own it. You'll be paying your mortgage with big interest for the rest of your life. For people that buy the first home in 1981, they would be buying a second home by the age 36, the dream home. Now it's over 60 years old. I'm trying to get you to think, understand why people need our opportunity beyond health, beyond nutrition. They need a second income. They need to take network marketing seriously. You should share this opportunity with people with confidence. If they don't see it today, doesn't mean they won't be coming back to talk to you tomorrow. Why network marketing? You all know. It's flexibility, your second income. Some people make life-altering income. But even an extra 1,000 euros a month residual, that makes a big difference for people's lives. For the big dreamer, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm going to share with you why. Zinzino shows this all the time. The vision of where we're going in the future. Think about that, 100 million customers. I don't know if we reached 1 million. I know we're close. But many times when you set a goal, you want to set it high. It's not a good thing when you set a low goal and you just hit the low goal. I'd rather have a high goal and just fall short of that, because at least I'm going to be much closer to the bigger goal. Now, when we started this, Miriam, we talked about this big vision and whether we could actually believe Zinzino's story. But then we learned about how big the market is for omega-3, how the whole world is out of balance, how the World Health Organization says 6.3 billion people are deficient. And that's not just something we talk about. We know it has a serious impact on the health of somebody. And this is the single one New Year's resolution that you can make, is correcting your omega-3 to omega-6 imbalance. I know when you start a new year on the calendar, you set goals. One goal is, I want to be healthier. I'm going to go to the gym. We know most people start with good intentions, but they stop. I'm going to eat better. Then they stop. Taking a tablespoon or a shot of omega-3 balanced oil is easy to do, and stick to that goal. This is easy to do. January, February are really important for all of us in Zinzino. Why? Because the market is so perfect. Everyone is health conscious in January and February. In 2025, our growth in January, February, and March exploded. We had huge number of recruiting and promotions building into March, but it started in January. Why? Because the whole world is thinking, I want to be healthier. The whole world is thinking, I need to find a way to make more money this year. We have an opportunity, and we have the best preventive health products in the world. Now, Zinzino thinks big. Do you think big? This gut health test was a huge accomplishment. We just got our results back. We learned a lot. This is just at the beginning. So this is the company you're with, a company that's doing something no other health and wellness company in the world is doing, investing in research and development. We're acquiring companies to build market distribution around the world. Acquiring recently Truby, which can open up Japan and Korea more quickly. We just acquired other companies, but we also have been acquiring biotech companies. Recently at Oslo in October, we acquired a company called Plantionics. The CEO was on stage with Orion Saleh and Doug Peterson, our CEO. A month later, they announced the parent company of Plantionics was Zion. Right here, Zion. What did we learn about this? This is the future of Zinzino. But bigger is the future of all omega-3. The reason is there's a limited amount of fish that we can actually create enough omega-3 to take care of the world. There's not enough. To be competitive and to even own the market, you need 4 things to happen. You need, number one, you need a market that's growing. The omega-3 market is huge and growing. Number 2, you need a product that's a better quality. Number 3, you need a price advantage. Number 4, you can't be easily duplicated. And that's what we have with this company. We have patents on the algorithms that create the plants, that create the oil, that create the algae. These layered patents are owned through Plantionics and Zinzino. We can produce product at 50% to 2/3 cheaper than any other algae-based product in the world. We're producing right now about 4,000 bottles a month. By this coming summer, we'll start to expand the production. By 2031, it will be cheaper than traditional fish oil and 10 times more potent to improve your health. And no one in the world has this process. There's a couple of quotes I'll share with you in different languages. In English, Zinzino will continue to invest in future solutions in algae technology and bioreactors. Together with Zion, we intend to set up a company specializing in omega-3s under the name Phytopharm, in which Zinzino owns 55%. It'll be an algae company purely focused on next-generation sustainable natural solutions. Here it is in Spanish. I'll let you read it. Miriam, you can read it if you want.
Yeah, we have Mariano translating. Thank you.
Okay. Now in Spanish or en français, sorry. Giving him a second to finish reading. Okay. Orion Saleh says, with Plantionics and the recent acquisitions of these companies, we're no longer just a global direct selling company. We've become a biotech leader in sustainable nutrition, securing the raw materials of the future and protecting our core product line for years to come. I'll have this in Spanish and French. Over to you. Thank you, Mariano. Miriam, give me a thumbs up when he's done. He's done? Okay, and now en français. So we are part of something bigger than ourselves, much bigger than any one of us individually. Whether you do Zinzino or not, Zinzino will become a multi-billion-dollar brand. And someone no more talented than you will figure out how to succeed. I love being part of Zinzino because I know we're building this for one last run in our business career. That's why Miriam, Bosch, myself, Stacy teamed up for this project. What are your goals? Zinzino just put out in the back office, you can go to the form section, and you can really do this, folks. You see, I learned the power of putting goals in writing. I read a book years ago, and before I ever made any money, I wrote down my goals. I created this idea that I'd have all this success, that I'd travel the world, that I'd have more fun, and I'd have all these financial successes, but also personal successes, a great relationship. I wrote all these goals. And there's a power to the subconscious. When you write things down, you attract it. It's called the law of attraction. I call it the God factor. So I'm not going to read through these, but I have this also for you in French, Jean-Michel, as well as in Spanish. But take the time this week before you start 2026 and just be honest with yourself. Where are you right now with your life? Don't be disappointed about yesterday. You cannot change yesterday. Yesterday is gone. Don't let yesterday steal you from your future. Visualize where you're going tomorrow and start taking action today. What I mean by that is, can you talk to 2 people every day? 2 new people. You have plenty of names in your phone. You hear this from Orion Saleh. We all have trained on this. I created a tool called a board. It's basically a website. This is the English one for the US, UK, and Europe. If you scan the QR code, it promotes the United Networks International Organization. So if I apologize if you're with another team, this is really branded, and I created this for my team because I wondered what videos to send people. There was too many videos. So I focused on the Health Protocol Premium, and I wanted to give them all the information they need to do a deep study on Zinzino. Now, when I send it to somebody, I say, look, there's a lot of information. I only want you to focus on the first video, the most important number. Just this, a 2-minute one too, if you want to watch. But if that video makes sense to you, then you can learn about all the rest. Now, this is also videos that are a tool for you to educate yourself. You need to know your product. You need to know your opportunity. So I took the best of Zinzino videos and the United Networks International library. I took the best of our videos and I put it into one place. I created folders so you can click on gut health if you want to learn that. Viva, extend if you want to learn that. Vitas Laboratory, experts, real stories. I have one for Canada, Australia, New Zealand. I will make these available to our team. I have one now for Peru and Colombia, one for France, one for Italy. I'm still working on Germany and Romania, but we have a basic start. We have an online community. It's mostly in English, but you're welcome to follow here and you'll get email reminders. You just register and tell me what team. Tell me if you're part of Miriam's team or Bosch's or Jean-Michel's or whoever team you're with. I need to know because this is our team communication. You'll get email reminders of events that's going on, and I post there every week. And I know you have your own tools set, and I apologize, I don't know everything. I'm just telling you what I offer in addition. So we have events going on. I know there's different countries with different events. You can certainly do online meetings. If you all want to build in the US, we have events every night of the week. In fact, every Monday I do a global leadership call in English and one in French. We're doing Italian on Tuesdays. In German, we have a science call with 2 of the science advisory board members in English every Tuesday at 9 p.m. your time in English. And they also teach the science of Zinzino, and you can also ask questions in the chat. So yes, this is in English, but it's a tool that I'm teaching you about. Something you can do yourself, and I suggest you understand this, is to grow your business, get together with some of your team, and book a power hour every week. What is that? Well, one of our directors, Pam Luco, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. European time, does this in English. And this is the most important meeting of the week for people that want to grow their business. Now, here's why I say that. The first 10 minutes is only to get the mindset right, discuss how to invite, and the tools to invite, like that board, like that link. For the next 40 minutes, they keep the cameras on and they start working the phone. They work their list. They make contacts. They make messages. They make phone calls. They set up appointments. Then the last 10 minutes, they report back. 2 weeks ago, we had 50 people on this power hour, and they booked 350 reach outs or appointments of people that wanted more information. Okay, why is this important? I remember when I was new. I remember being afraid that I didn't know what to say. And most people aren't succeeding because they just don't talk to very many people. See, we need a support system. You can do this with your group. We believe everyone should be doing in-person events. Miriam and I spoke about it this morning, and the number one goal we have for our team this year is to get everyone back to live meetings in your home, in the back of a restaurant, at a local, like in Malaga, we used to get a working co-op, very inexpensive place with just 20 of us to meet. And we would get together because Zooms alone do not take you to the top. You have to meet with people. The glue in network marketing is the relationships, face to face. That's the one area of change we could all improve on. Miriam used to call these years ago inaugurations. Get an ultimate pack, have your friends over the house, get a couple people tested. Next thing you know, you've tested 10 people. You're already X team. You're already starting your fast start and making money. That is the best way to start Zinzino. Get an ultimate pack and have a home meeting, an inauguration. That is the best way. This is like a showcase. One person gets tested, they all want to get tested. We have Saturday events in English for those that are building in the UK, and that's 11 o'clock your time. And then again, we do one at 6 o'clock Central European time. That's Larry and I host every week. So these are our two online Super Saturdays if you want to tie into these events. But if you're new, the best thing you can do is ask your sponsor to do a private, either in-person home meeting or a private business Zoom with your guests. A smaller group with your people will help get you off to a fast start. I love that we have all these Zooms, but they're like a crutch. Unfortunately, if you always walk with a crutch, you never learn to walk. Doing your own Zooms for at least a few people is intimate, it's personal, and it will help you grow your business faster. We have a YouTube channel. You can scan this, but we've been moving many of our videos now onto Vimeo so that we don't have commercials. Let's go over the events. We got the kickoff January 7th. You want to have a group of people get together with you, or make sure you're watching these events all around the world. We have a national coming up in Portugal, January 17th, Black Crown. Miriam de la Sierra will be the guest speaker there, and that's in Lisbon. We got Power Days in Spain on the 24th of January. Make sure you're building for the Power Days. In Marseille, Orient Saleh on the 31st of January. I know Miriam will be there as well. Live events, that's most exciting. It's where really the best part of Zinzino is, in live events. In Florida, if you have people in America, we're doing a huge event with Dr. Paul Clayton on the 31st, and also with Doug Peterson. It's sold out, but I have some extra tickets. I bought a block of tickets. So if you have a few people, I might be able to give them a ticket. Don't forget the National in February in Spain on the 20th and 21st in Denia. Stacy and I are working on our travel calendar. See, we're planning right now our goals. So I go through my calendar and I map out all of the year. What are the big events? I start planning now. I'm setting new goals. I'm going through my dream board. Why am I still doing Zinzino? The reason I want to go to an elite president is because I want to help my friends get presidents. I want to go global president, less for me and more to help my people. By the way, let me give you something about president I didn't know. This is big, everyone. You earn 200,000 euros in shares when you become president. You can qualify for that. What I told Miriam, as I didn't know this, that if you delay taking the shares for 5 years, they triple it. So it becomes 600,000 euros in shares. This is nothing like any other network marketing company in the world. Thank God I don't need the money. I'm going to wait 5 years. Why not take 600,000 in 5 years? Does it make you want to be president? Is it worth, if it takes you 5 years or even 10 years to become president? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Think about your job. Are you going to stay there for 10 years? Are they giving you anything except a retirement, gold watch or something? We have a national in America in June. That's on my calendar for those working in America. And then the international right now is on my calendar for October 23rd and 25th. See, this is where you measure what you accomplish for the year. What position will you be at? Are you going to be there as a director? Are you going to be there as a crown? Are you going to be a royal crown, a black crown? What position? Maybe president. What title would you like to achieve? The sooner you get your ticket, the better your pricing. Everything in my calendar that I'm working leads to Oslo, and we will be making trips to Europe. I will be touring France. I will be touring Spain. I can't wait. I miss all of my friends in Malaga. I miss all of my friends across Europe. Stacey and I have a big job. Yesterday, I was in the morning at 8 o'clock on a call with Korea. Then I was on for the United States. I'm constantly working every time zone. I'm incredibly grateful that I have Zinzino. It gives me new life, new energy, new purpose, and better health. I want to thank God for this opportunity. I really do. I just know that I've been blessed, and I will not stop until I help you get where you want to go. I never will retire. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what I do with my life. So with that, Miriam, I love you, Bosch, and your family is my family. I want to thank Mariano for the translation, Jean-Michel. I see so many beautiful faces. Hey, Marco, I see you on there. Hey, Marco. I see many people on here. I met and haven't met. Christine is doing incredible in Belgium. I see you on the screen here. But Miriam, I'm going to pass it back to you. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of the year. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you, Artie. It was a pleasure having you here. And I want to make sure that everybody that's connected here today, we are so lucky to have our upline like our Napolitano, somebody 35 years of experience who's showing us the way, who's telling us how to do what we want to do and telling us a little bit about our future, because obviously this future that we have in the next years is going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you, Artie. Somebody 35 years of successful experience, which is the important thing, not 35 years of experience, but he's telling us exactly what we need to do. We need to have our dream board. We need to understand what's happening with our economy. And we have to go out and talk to people. And those are the 3 messages that I got from you today. All the events, everything that you're doing for us, all these boards, everything to help us really get to the success that everyone in our team deserves.
And Miriam, just say to everyone, to complete the Spanish board, I'm looking for some 1.5-minute video testimonials. If you just send them to me, I can swap the the English ones for Spanish ones, and the same thing for French. And really, personal stories is so important. It's more important than all the other stuff. Okay.
I'll make sure that we have some people sending us some testimonials. It has to be 1 minute testimonial, please.
1.5 minutes
maximum. Yep. Okay. Not talking about illnesses, just talking about the feeling. Okay. So we need to have that so we can have it in our boards in French and English. So in Spanish, sorry. So thank you so much, Artie, for this training. It was absolutely amazing. And we see you at the top very soon.
I'll see if we can make it to Denia. Stacy and I will look at our calendar, okay?
Fantastic. We hope to see you in Denia. Thank you so much for this amazing training. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Adios. Thank you.
A todos. Muchas gracias.
Recibo lo que quiero y también lo que no imagino. Renuncio a mis carencias y voy por lo que es mío. Me abro a recibir todo lo bueno y abundante. Decido ser feliz con lo que venga por delante. Disfruto del proceso y voy cumpliendo objetivos. Ya no hay temor alguno porque Dios está conmigo.
Y lo que cambió en mi vida sin fino, pues fue la manera de trabajar. Trabajo en salud, pero no lo conocía.
El miedo a perder hizo que yo esté aquí en esta industria.
Y mejorar el estado celular de esa persona.
Una filosofía de vida que encajaba.
Date un aplauso.
1 hora y media para los líderes y los que están haciendo algo. 2 horas y media de tu propio trabajo. Contacto.
En esas presentaciones que hacíamos 5 presentaciones por semana. Habla tú. Cuanto más hables de negocio, más va a crecer tu negocio.
Enseñas tu camino, le estás abriendo la posibilidad a otras personas. Así que siempre sé el ejemplo de lo que quieras ver en tu equipo.
Suelto el pasado, pasito a paso me verán solo avanzando y progresando, vivo sin miedo, los pies en la tierra pero mirando hacia el cielo. Hoy voy por todo, por lo que quiero, mi fe se activa cuando me enfoco en mis sueños. Y hoy no me para nadie.
Habéis pasado de no estar en ninguna página a estar en las páginas frontales.
Lo que sueña el corazón no me para.
Quiero que te dejes de excusas y empieces hoy a buscar razones por las cuales quieres hacer.
Que sueña el corazón.
Vibrar alto, para que el próximo evento que nos vamos a ver aquí, seas tú el que esté contando tu historia.
Inspirar un cambio en la vida.
Si lo creo, todo es posible.
It goes what? Okay. Network marketing. Network marketing. What is that? ¿Qué es eso?
Todo es posible. Hoy lo veo aunque sea invisible.
Pensamos siempre que el césped es más verde al otro lado. Y os garantizo que no lo es. Vivimos en un paraíso.